Hi, we're here at the second day of the IFA Conference, and we had a great speaker this morning in Naomi. Naomi, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. So I'm Naomi Frauenfelder, the CEO of Healthy Heads in Trucks and Sheds.
I've seen Healthy Heads before, and they're a great organisation. Maybe you'd like to give us a bit of a brief about what they're doing?
Absolutely. So we were set up in 2020 in response to our sector, so road transport, warehousing and logistics being ranked 19 out of 19 sectors for workplace mental health in Australia. So basically we've been running for 4 years now and deliver a range of programs, resources and campaigns to support the sector.
Our sector is ever changing, our workforce is changing, the environments we're operating in is always changing, and it's quite a stressful industry. On-time cargo and pressure is being given by a supplier, importer, etc. What's some advice to members that you'd give out that your organisation is saying?
Yeah, so there's lots of things that can be done. So at an organisational level, you can develop a workplace wellbeing plan. And then there's also lots of resources like our Healthy Heads app to support individuals. And a lot of it too is about, we've got a partnership with Are You OK for an industry-specific day in May. And it's really saying we spend more time with people at work than anyone else. So we're really well placed to look out for and support our colleagues as well.
Yeah, I guess prevention is better than going down the path. As we came out of COVID, the statistics were quite troubling. Thank you so much for speaking this morning. Any little tips or things that our companies that are involved with IFCBAA could put a plan in action for their staff?
Absolutely. So there's resources on our website that we've got something called the Roadmap Planner. So organisations can sort of work through it and come out at the end with a workplace wellbeing plan. So this is a way of sort of structuring and organising an organisation's approach to dealing with mental health in their workforce.
Yeah, often we find in our industry we're very shut off, or we maybe, I don't know if I'm speaking out of my own experience, we like to swear a lot, get our frustrations out. I guess looking out for each other is super important. Any key signs you think that come from your research or your company's advice?
Yeah, so we like to go off, Are You OK came up with the acronym ALEC, which stands for Ask, Listen, Encourage Action and Check Back In. So the theme this year for Are You OK in Trucks and Sheds was Ask, Are You OK? No qualifications needed. So basically we're saying you don't have to be an expert or a counsellor. A lot of the data says that people don't think they should have these conversations because they're not qualified.
Yeah, I know myself, You're like, oh, it's a bit iffy, I won't ask the question.
Yeah, exactly,
right.
But we're sort of saying you're not becoming their counsellor. You could recognise that someone might not be themselves, something's a little different. They might be withdrawing, they might look different to normal, like a little bit dishevelled. You might know there's something going on in their personal life. So it's simply asking. And it doesn't have to be, are you okay? It could be, how are things going? I know there's a lot going on for you. Then it's about listening without judgment. So you're just listening, what do they have to say? And then it's encourage action. So, have you thought about speaking to your GP about this? Have you been through something like this before and what supported you through it? And then checking back in. So, you said this last week, how did you go with that appointment? So there's lots of resources on how to do it on our website. But yeah, you're not becoming their counsellor, you're just looking out for them.
Yeah, cool. Do you think is there enough government support or integration, I guess, between the resources available and your industry and the sector, in your opinion?
So we work with the National Heavy Vehicle Regulator a lot, so they've been super supportive of Healthy Heads in Trucks and Sheds. But for a sector that's ranked 19 out of 19 for mental health, it does require a government and industry solution, so we're always looking to partner.
Thank you so much for coming and accepting the offer by IFCBAA. It's such an important topic, and mental health. Maybe you could just remind me of that date again so our listeners can remember.
So the date for Are You OK in Trucks and Sheds Day. Yes, it was held last week. So it's every year in May, but there's lots of other stuff that runs year round.
Okay, we'll put your website up and we'll keep in touch.
Great, thanks so much.